Hi students, good morning. Welcome back to EduStar video class. You are watching Class 5 Social Revision for Term 1 exam, Part 1. Term 1 exam is going to start from December 1st. Timetable, syllabus and pattern will be sent to you through app. Now we will see syllabus for Term 1 exam. Lesson number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 11. So totally 6 lessons you need to study. Lesson 1 globes and maps, lesson 2 latitudes and longitudes, lesson 3 rotation and revolution, lesson 4 rims of the earth, lesson 5 continents and ocean, lesson 11 pollution. So apart from that, map also you need to study continents and oceans of the world. So 5 continents and 5 oceans and equator, Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. So for this, refer page number 26. For map, refer page number 26. You have to refer book as well as classwork note. Is it clear, students? So for term 1 exam, you have to study 6th lesson. Is it clear? Okay. Now I will show you the pattern. Section A, first Roman letter, choose the correct answer for 6 marks. Roman letter 2, fill in the blanks, 6 into 1, 6 marks. Roman letter 3, match the following, 6 into 1 equal to 6 marks. Roman letter 4, rearrange the jumbled words, 6 into 1 equal to 6. Section B, Roman letter 5, answer the following. Choice will be given. Any 6 you have to write. 6 into 2 is equal to 12 marks. Section C, Roman letter 6, answer the following in detail. Choice will be given. You have to write any 3. 3 into 3 is equal to 9. Section D, Roman letter 7, map, 5 into 1 equal to 5. So totally 50 marks. And model question paper I will show you in the next video. Okay. Now we will revise lesson 1 globes and maps. First we will revise shape of the earth. So in ancient times, people believed that the earth was flat. Ferdinand Magellan, a Portuguese explorer, sailed around the earth and proved that it is round in shape. But it is slightly flat at the top and bottom. So what is poles? The extreme north and extreme south points of the earth are called poles. The region at the top of the earth is the North Pole and at the bottom is the South Pole. Next, globe. Globe is a model of the earth. Globes are mounted on an axle stand. So, globe represents the distributions of continents and oceans on the earth. Next, problems with globes. Globe do not show the entire earth at a time. Larger globes are difficult to handle. It is also difficult to carry the globe. A globe does not show details of locations of small towns and landforms information. Next is about map. Map is a representation of the earth's surface or a part of it on a flat surface. Types of maps: political map, physical map and thematic map. Physical map shows the physical features of a place such as mountains, plateaus, plains, rivers. Political maps will show political features such as states, capital cities and major towns. Thematic map shows distributions of rainfall, vegetation, minerals, industries, etc. And what is meant by atlas? A book of maps is called an atlas. Next we will see signs and symbols. There is not enough space on a map to show mountains, rivers, lakes, bridges, dams, temples, etc. So, however, a map without this information would not be useful, isn't it? So, different symbols are therefore used on a map to give us this information. Next is about colors. We use different colors to show various things on a map. Blue for water bodies, green for plains or lowlands, brown for highlands. Next is about direction. There are 4 major directions used in a map. They are north, south, east and west. And 4 intermediate directions are also used in a map. These are northeast, northwest, southeast and southwest. Next is about scale. The scale of a map shows the relationship between the distance on a map and the distance on the earth. A scale is used because real distance cannot be shown on maps. Study book exercise. Choose the correct answer. Match the following. Fill in the blanks. Answer the following. Refer book and classwork note. For answer the following, no need to by heart the answer. You can write by your own also. Don't expect the same question will be asked in the exam. Study the lesson thoroughly. Okay. Now we will revise lesson 2, latitude and longitude. Latitudes. So what is latitudes? Latitudes are imaginary lines that run from east to west. Latitudes are also known as parallels of latitudes. The total number of latitudes on the earth are 181. The lines of latitudes are parallel and they are equal distance from one another. Next is about equator. Equator is the longest latitude and it divides the earth into 2 equal halves or hemisphere. The part above the equator is known as the northern hemisphere and below the equator is known as the southern hemisphere. Equator is the 0-degree latitude. Latitude of the North Pole is 90-degree north and South Pole is 90-degree south. Next is important latitudes. There are 5 important latitudes. They are Equator 0-degree, Tropic of Cancer 23.5 degree north, Tropic of Capricorn 23.5 degree south, Arctic Circle 66.5 degree north, Antarctic Circle 66.5 degree south. Next is about longitudes. Longitudes are imaginary lines that run from North Pole to South Pole. These lines are not parallel to each other but they are of same length. Longitudes are also known as meridians. And totally we have 360 longitudes. Now we will see about prime meridian. So the meridian which passes through the Royal Observatory at Greenwich near London is called prime meridian. The prime meridian is 0° meridian. And the prime meridian divides the earth into two hemispheres, the eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. There are 180 lines of longitudes in eastern hemisphere and 180 lines of longitudes in western hemisphere. So totally there are 360 longitudes. Next, international date line. So another important meridian is the international date line at 180° longitude. The international date line marks the difference of date between the eastern and the western hemisphere. Next is about grid. Longitudes and latitudes form a network called a grid. It helps us to locate place on a map and globes. Next, calculating time. Longitudes help in calculating time. The difference between two consecutive longitudes is of 4 minutes. Study lesson 2 book exercise. Choose the correct answer. Match the following. Fill in the blanks. Answer the following. Refer book and classwork note. Study the whole lesson. Clear? Now we will revise lesson 3 rotation and revolution. Rotation. The spinning of the earth on its axis is called rotation. What is an axis? An axis is an imaginary line. One rotation equals to 1 day or 24 hours and earth spins from west to east. Next is day and night. The rotation of the earth causes day and night. As the earth rotates on its axis, a part of it faces the sun while the other is away from the sun and remains dark. The part that faces the sun experiences daytime. At the same time, on the other side, it is night time. The earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation. Next is about revolution. So what is revolution? The movement of the earth around the sun in a fixed path is called revolution. So the fixed path is called an orbit and it is elliptical in shape. Next is about leap year. So actually the earth takes about 365 days and 6 hours to complete one revolution. But a year on the earth has 365 days. So every 4th year an extra day is added to the month of February. This extra day is due to the addition of 6 hours over a period of 4 hours, making it 24. 6 into 4 equal to 24. Therefore, a leap year has 366 days. In a leap year, February has 29 days instead of 28 days. Now we see about seasons. Seasons are caused due to the revolution and the tilt of the earth axis. Summer, winter, spring and autumn are the 4 major seasons. Next is about summer solstice. When the northern hemisphere leans towards the sun, it receives more sun rays and has summer season. Similarly, the southern hemisphere leans away from the sun and it receives less sun rays and experiences winter season. The longest day in the northern hemisphere is 21st June. This day marks the summer solstice. Next is about winter solstice. When the northern hemisphere leans away from the sun, it receives less sun rays and has winter season. Then the southern hemisphere leans towards the sun and receives more sun rays and has summer season. So the shortest day in the northern hemisphere is 22 December. This day marks the winter solstice. Next is about equinox. The sun shines twice directly over the equator. So this is called the equinox. During equinox, the length of day and night are equal. The equinox occur on 21st March and 23 September. And an exception to this is the North Pole and the South Pole. These regions receive sun rays for 6 months. The North Pole and South Pole region will receive sun rays for 6 months alternatively. Okay. So these regions have a 6-month duration of day and a 6-month duration of night. Is it clear? So half a year is summer and half is winter. Book exercise. Fill in the blanks. True or false. Answer the following in detail. You study. Refer book and class work note. No need to by heart the answer. You can write by your own. Don't expect the same question will be asked in exam. Okay, so study the lesson thoroughly. Is it clear, students? We have completed revision for 3 chapters and remaining 3 chapters we will discuss in the next video, and I will show you the model question paper in the next video. Okay, children? Thank you.